Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to connect Firebase Realtime Database to your React.js application. The first thing that you need to know is that you need to actually add a project in your Firebase. To do this, you just go to the console firebasegoogle.com and then click on the add project button. And here you should enter your project name, test project Firebase. Yeah, then you should click continue. I don't need Google Analytics for this project, so I will uncheck it, create the project. Yeah, now my project is ready and I will be redirected to the project page. I should do two things. The first thing is that I should click on the web icon to create a web app inside my project. You can name it whatever you want, my web app, and just click on the register app. Yeah, I need this information, so let's copy it somewhere and continue to the console. And then we should go to the real-time database section in order to just enable read and write permission for all the users, because by default it just works for authenticated users, and because in this tutorial we are not going to do the authentication step, we will get error like this one. Let me show you. Yeah, you will face with this error, permission denied. So to fix it, you easily can go to the create database section and start in testing mode, because as you can see, read and write is false, but in testing mode it will be enabled for a short period of time. You also can enable it forever. Let me show you. Yeah, here is my database. I can check my structure here or add or remove something here, and inside the rules section again I will have access to those values, so I can change them directly from here. Yeah, the application that we are going to build is a simple notif transfer app. I don't know what should I name it. Let me just show you what it is. Yeah, here I should choose a username for myself, so I'm gonna use Masood and connect. And then for the other user, for example Alex, and maybe we are gonna have another user for the third, and here Marina. Yeah, here we have 3 users. Now I can send a message to each one that I want. For example, to Marina, hey, what's up? And click on the send message. It will be transferred to the Marina user, and here you can see a message from Masood, hey, what's up? And I can again send a message to Masood, I'm fine, send. And here, yeah, you can see it. It's so easy. Let me show you how did I build this. Just before I start, if you are new here, I make videos about React.js and JavaScript and this kind of stuff. If you are interested, please consider subscribing and like this video in order to support me if you want. And yeah, let's go for our code. It's my project. I have one app.js file. As usual, I have just one component, connector, and I'm gonna write everything within it. I actually wrote some parts that are not that much important, like the UI elements that are so simple, and we are gonna complete them and yeah, do our project. So The first thing that you need to have is a config.js file in your project. By the way, I'm gonna publish this source code on my GitHub account, and you can find the link in the description below, and you can start from this stage with me. So you need config.js file, and you just need to paste all the things that we copied from the Firebase website. Yeah, and inside my connector I'm gonna import config from config file, and then we should use Firebase. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, we just also need to install two packages. We don't need WebRTC. We just need to install Firebase using npm install Firebase, and yeah, that's it. Okay, after you install the Firebase, you can import the Firebase from Firebase app, and you also, if you want to use database, for example, for this project we are gonna use it, so we should import it in this way. After you import these files, you can initiate your Firebase using this method, initialize app, and you just need to pass the config file, the config values that we saved here in this file. And after initializing it, I'm gonna store my database in my state to have access to it later. So using this .set state, and database, database is gonna be Firebase .database. It will create a new database for us and store it here. So I'm gonna add database to this section, and the first value should be null. What else do I need for my state? Let me complete it first. I need my ID to store, actually my username, which should be empty at first, and I need also receiver ID, the user ID that I want to send a message to, and I also need a message that I want to send to the other user, and I need message list, so I'm gonna store it inside message, and yeah, it's an empty array at first. Okay, I just need to add one condition here, because when my database is initialized, I don't want React to re-render my component because it's a useless job. To prevent that re-render, you just need to do something like this. Check this state database was changed from the next state. So in this case, I return false. It means that you shouldn't render my component if the state database was changed. Yeah, let me do a format. Yeah, it's now better. And yeah, what else do we need? Yeah, let's go for this section. And here we have one state. If we were connected, we show send message, otherwise we just show what is your ID, and in the value I should pass, let me just import all the things that I want. At first, const my ID, receiver ID, what else? Yeah, message. Yeah, I think it's enough. This.state, and I should use my ID for the value of this input, and when the input got changed, we just need to update the state with the new value, which is inside target.value. So easily we can do set state and my ID should be target value. Yeah, and also we have a button. When we click on it, we will call the connect button. That actually here we just want to connect to the Firebase database and add a listener to our application to listen to every event which is related to me, for example, to receive messages from the other users. How to do this? Let me show you. First of all, I need to have access to my database and my ID from this .state, and now I can use my database. It's asynchronous, so I'm gonna use await and database.ref, and I should specify the location of inside the JSON tree that I want to have access to. So I'm gonna use notif and plus my ID dot remove. At first I want to remove everything which is written inside the notifs and my ID, because for example I was in the app before and I stored something in the database, so when I connect again I want to remove everything and use the app from scratch. So the other thing is for adding a listener for every changes. So again, database dot ref notifs and again my ID. Attention guys, if I don't add my ID to the end of the notifs, it will be for every user, but I'm using ID here to make a unique path in my database to just have access to this user data. And I should use on function, and the first parameter should be value, and the second parameter will be a snapshot object which I can read the new value from it in this way, snapshot, and using an arrow function I can check if snapshot exists. It means that it is not null, so we have a value. Just read my notif from snapshot.val. You just read the value of the change and pass it to my new object named notif, and this dot set state. I just want to, because we actually here got a message from other user and we want to store it inside our state in order to render it underneath my form in my application. So messages, first of all I need to keep the previous values, so I'm gonna use this dot state messages, and now it's time for adding the new element which should be added to message array. Yeah, that's it. We also need another set state here to set the is connected to true, because we just need to toggle our application from what is your ID form to send the message form using this condition here. Okay, let me think what is remain. Yeah, we should go for the send message. To send the new message, let's first access to a database receiver ID message and my ID from this state and here I need to write on my database again, database dot ref slash notifs, and again we should add the unique string for that user, which is his ID, and we got the ID from the user inside our input, so use receiver ID here, and that's set. To write data in our database, we should use database ref set function, and here we can store everything we want. So I need to store the message, and also I want to know this message is sent by whom. So my ID. What else do we need? We just need to set the message input to be empty, so just message empty. Yeah, this section is also completed. Let's go for these inputs because they are not working now. For the two, we should use receiver ID value, and inside this section these are set state. Receiver ID should be e.target.value. Just let me be crazy and copy it from here. Just I need to change it. What should it be? It should be message. Yeah, and message. Yeah, it works, but sometimes when we usually copy, they don't work. I don't know why. Okay, send message is ready. We just need to render received message here. So let's do it together. This dot state. Why this dot state? We can read messages here. Let's write a neat code. Yeah. Dot map, and I can add another function, render messages, and the first parameter will be value and the second one will be key. Yeah, and return a div. I should specify key here, otherwise I get warning from React. Key, and inside it message from value.from. I hope that you remember we actually created from here and we stored inside the message, and then we got our message from a snapshot and we stored inside notif. We added notif to the message, and now yeah, it's time to read from value, and value dot message. Yeah, this dot render messages. Yeah, let me think. Yeah, this section is ready. I think everything is ready, but most of the time when I run it in this way it doesn't work. Let me check it and try my chance. Yeah. What the error is, we have a JSON error. It seems the error is related to our package JSON. We probably messed up there. Let me check it. Yeah, that's why we had that error. Again, another error. Do we have another issue here? No. Maybe we should restart our application. npm start. Yeah, it's ready now, and yeah, it works. Just refresh our tabs and let's try it. Method connect. Yeah, Alex, and this time Jennifer. Yeah, now I want to send a message from method to Jennifer. So Jennifer and hello. Yeah, we got it, and send a message from Jennifer to Alex. Bye. Yeah, we got it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you are interested, please leave it a like, and you also can watch these videos to receive more information. Thank you as always. See you in the next one.